Coffee.
Coochie conversation time. Coochie conversation time.
Coffee. Coffee.
Where you at? Where you at?
Coffee. Coffee.
Where you at? Where you at?
Wednesdays, starting November 2nd at noon.
Cheryl, please, let me tell my friends. Come on. I've kept this secret for so long.
And you've done a great job keeping the secret. It is, we're almost ready. We almost got everything lined up. I'm so ready, so excited to do this video cast.
You don't understand. I can barely keep Christmas presents a secret. How am I keeping this a secret any longer? I can't do it. I have to tell my friends.
You just got to keep it secret a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer till the timing is absolutely perfectly right.
Oh, Cheryl.
And what is life if you don't have a little under boob to show to start the show? Hi, thanks for joining us. This is Coffee Coochies Conversation. I'm Cheryl.
I'm Kelly.
Cheers, Kelly.
Cheers
we
to
made
you,
it.
darling.
We started November 2nd, and we are finishing our last show for 2002. Starting our last show, finishing 2002, starting it a little bit the way we started it. Dirty.
Dirty.
We started episode 1, if you all didn't see, finding out exactly how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. And we had somebody actually counting, so we know exactly how many licks it takes. And
We need to write that down. Put it right over our heads. Get
our
your
claim
lollipops
to
out.
our claim to fame with Shannon. How many licks it takes. But that was our claim to fame in episode 1. We've had episodes since, have had some great guests. And today I'm really excited because this is a new place in Rock Island in the Hilltop District. Trendy, I can tell already because it's got my name all over it. It is called the Dirty Shirly. And we made up a song just before, while we were waiting to start. I say dirty.
You say Shirley.
I say dirty.
You say Shirley.
You
Dirty.
remember
Shirley.
You remember to add the dirty.
Sorry,
Shirley.
ad lib there.
We also have in studio with us. We have Leo back for his back by popular demand. Out to Eat with Leo is here, just watching and possibly sounding in. Because he knows food just a little bit. He is a foodie. So when I got the confirmation that you guys were going to make it, I couldn't help but invite Leo. And now, drum roll, our guest, Chef Jen.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. We've been super excited about this.
General Manager Aaron.
Yes, so excited. We brought some really good stuff for you guys to try today.
And don't you like the way they rub their hands together?
Yummy.
That just makes me excited, the body language. Because someone told them it was not appropriate to drool on camera, apparently. So since us ladies don't drool on camera, we rub our hands together and do this. But I want you to know, we have great sound effects here that you could possibly hear out of either one of us, but also Sonny is completely ready with our sound effects once we start tasting this dirty food. Are you ready, Sonny?
That's your cue,
He
Sonny.
practiced the oohs and the ahs, right?
Oh, we like it.
Perfect.
So women moaning is always a good sign that you're doing something right. Right, Leo?
I haven't heard it in a while, so I don't know.
Mama Bear, he's talking to you.
Sure. We don't believe any words you say now.
I saw you were getting started on some dirty beer balls this morning. Is that what they're
Yes.
called?
Yeah. Let's see, which box are they in here?
Oh, it's like
Mystery
Christmas, I
selection,
know.
Oh, let's see.
There we go.
There we go. Dirty
Oh.
balls.
So our menu is
Look at
kind of
those dirty
focused
balls.
on if it's dirty, it's alcohol infused. So everything's got liquor in
Oh,
it
that's
if it's a dirty
interesting.
menu item.
So
I told you could pass.
And
We pass.
would that mean that somebody under 21 or whatever can't eat the food then?
they can. The majority of it cooks out.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have
So they
virgin
can.
options as well if anybody's a little nervous or boring.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
can do it virgin.
Right. I'm like,
Nervous or boring?
Yeah.
I love that. I'm neither one of those things. Give me a
I'd
fork.
be throwing the
use
liquor
my
and all of it.
fingers.
Well, I
Eat
came
like
up
an
with a
animal.
new word for it. It's called booze infused.
Oh, I like that.
INFOOZED. Hashtag that because I'm trying to get that like
Booze.
to be. Yeah, I want it in
You got that,
Webster's
Leah?
dictionary within a year. Booze infused.
Trademark it. Make it yours. Okay, there's no shame in her food game or mine
Go,
either.
ladies. Here's some
So,
plates.
Yeah, let's
we
hear-
want
let's hear
feedback.
some
We need to
reactions here.
hear the
She
oohs
wants
and the
feedback.
ahs.
She's feeding us.
So we got the dirty balls here and the house-made barbecue.
Yep. Try the barbecue with the balls.
What kind
Barbecue
of liquor,
balls.
What kind of liquor we got in the balls?
That's whiskey.
Oh, whiskey balls.
We got
I
whiskey
love
balls.
saying balls. That's so fun.
Whiskey balls on a hump day Wednesday. Does life get any better than this?
No.
Look what she has. It
Oh, wait, it does get better.
Our signature
Happy New Year
dirty
to
Shirley.
That looks fun.
The signature drink, the Dirty Shirley.
Yeah, and we don't use regular grenadine. I don't particularly care for it. I think it has a medicine-y taste. So we homemade this with pomegranate and some raspberry and some sugar.
So you're telling me it's good for me?
No, I will never say that about any of my food. Let's just get that on the record right now.
Everything
Thank
we do
goodness.
On that side.
is homemade. There's nothing
I bet
that's
that
Didn't that
coming
sound
and
good?
driven in.
Looks amazing.
So your hands have been on these balls.
Yes, my hands are on all the balls.
Leo, you want to come over and try some of their balls? Just get your hand in here. It's you can photobomb us. You know it's cool.
I'm like,
We'll get you another fork out here. Yep. It's all good. We love you. Moaning, women moaning.
I haven't had balls in a mouth long, so.
get you some balls.
You're retired. You're retired.
Tired of the ball game.
Only on good days. So tell us more about opening up, where you're opening up, why you picked that spot, all the good stuff.
So my
Why you
husband
eat
and
your
I
ball.
just recently moved back from Colorado. We'd been there about 8.5 years.
Oh.
And we wanted to kind of move home closer to our family and our grandchildren. And the location actually is pretty landmark in Rock Island. It was Spud Nuts
Good,
way
isn't it?
before my time. And then the Waffle Shop and Lee's on 14th. So it's everybody knows where it is. If you say one of those two names, they're like, oh yeah, I know right where you're at. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was that
We're getting in
location.
trouble.
That location was very, very important to me. As a matter of fact, at one point during negotiations, we had just a little issue with a sale falling through in Colorado and had to back out. And then luckily, the new buyers had to back out also, so we actually ended up getting it back. It was meant to be, I can tell you that for sure. There was this big trail of things that all happened, and we ended up where we were supposed to be, for
Isn't
sure.
that awesome when it
yes,
happens?
totally.
And it's location,
Yeah.
location.
14th Avenue is popping right now. There's several new establishments up there. There's a wine bar going in down the street. There, you know, there's. Hopefully we'll do
Cheers.
some like community events through that whole little avenue and have a fun summer. Sharing
Cheers to the
You
Dirty
can do those
Shirley.
golf tournaments where
2023.
people come around bar to bar.
Yes.
Yeah,
Get
sure.
the whole neighborhood involved.
Exactly. It's a perfect little bar hop. You can kind of do a little path and try everything out.
That sounds super fun.
Yes.
I think I'm just going to go in the corner and drink this. Leo, you want to come sit in for me? Get a straw. Get a straw and just.
My goal in life is to have like another big event. So I did like the Glow Run a couple years back, and we had the before and after event at it was in Moline actually, but sounds like something that would be awesome.
Yeah, totally.
I see a pub crawl in our future. And I'm putting crawl in the word crawl because seriously,
We even have the
This is
route
really
planned
yummy.
out so that the longer walk you start a little soberer, and then the bars that are closer together is when you need to crawl, so you don't have to quite crawl
Amen,
so
sister.
far.
I knew I liked
It's
you
all about the
before.
mapping. It's all about the mapping.
It's in the details,
Yes,
isn't
that's
it?
right.
And yes, there's a
are very
lot to be
good.
said for the details. Yes, I know when
like the
I'm
balls.
looking at these homemade potato chips
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
you're gonna make some
And,
crunchy noise.
I don't know if you've ever had homemade potato chips, but they are fantastic.
And dark ones.
I need
Everybody
this.
likes some dark.
Bring them over to me.
Yes, perfectly salty and with two amazing house-made dips.
Yeah, that one is my homemade dill pickle dip. And it's super good. And actually, it's kind of a stir. There you go.
Settled up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, it's
I won't
delicious.
double dip, I promise.
Premature
awesome.
moaning. I'm so proud of you. That's
like it.
awesome. I'm serious. I could take a bath in that. That is so yummy. And it's not good for me.
It's made with yogurt, so man, I don't know. You could go 50-50 on that one.
Thank you.
It's probably better for you than the ranch because ranch, that's nothing but buttermilk and mayonnaise.
I could just
Is that homemade ranch though? Because
Yes.
ranch can mean a lot to some people
Yes,
for
it
restaurants.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
this is a
does
house
to me. That's why I
ranch.
still love Made Right. Isn't that weird?
We're on this side, the bridge where ranch seems to be, if you don't have it, it's not cool.
Yeah.
People will pick
right.
the restaurant on how good your ranch is, for
Yes.
sure. And
Agreed.
we have a
100%.
very, very good ranch. Perfect texture.
And there's something in front of me that isn't even open. But
Did you try both kinds?
I haven't yet. I'm gonna peek. I'm not gonna tell.
That
I'm just
one's
gonna
the
peek.
dirty burger. That's our dirty burger in your box.
Oh, now I know.
Why? I get to tell you when.
So now I can
Just
jump
kidding,
to
just
dessert. Tell me about the ding dong cake.
Oh, I apologize I didn't bring any with me today, but Ding Dong Cake, it's an old favorite of mine, and I have another sister that's not here with us today, but it's her absolute fave, and she's always been like my biggest cheerleader when it comes to it, so I thought, what the heck, let's put it in the restaurant. It actually has real... The filling, it is not good for you. Let's just be clear about that right
There's some
off the
things that
bat.
shouldn't be. Okay.
Yeah, the filling is plain old fashioned, lots of fat and sugar, and just whipped until it's creamy, yummy, and
Moaning, women moaning.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was going to say. And what's it called again?
that's funny.
You lost me at creamy feeling.
Yeah.
So growing up, they were king dongs. Is it that same? Is that idea, that theme you have going, is to replicate that?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't
what?
that sound
What was
yummy? Well, ding dongs, but they were called back then king dongs, right? Well,
That's
I'm looking at the man with
interesting.
gray hair to
Tell me
confirm
more,
for me.
Cheryl.
I actually think that sounds dirtier.
Right?
Like
I
what
love a
you-
king dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
Who doesn't?
We may have to
Size
rename
matters.
our cake here. That's not regular ding dong. That's King Kong.
I like it.
King,
King Dong. I said it wrong.
King
Get just a little
Dong.
bit more.
Don't
This
you-
one though, $5 more even.
You want the king.
I tell you what, women can take nothing and make it dirty if we want to. So yes, we like size matters. So if you, King Dong
It's a big slice.
sounds.
It's a big slice.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's definitely a sharer for
Are
sure.
you actually cooking every day? Are you?
Yes, I do the
awesome.
majority of the prep work, do the recipes, and then my husband and my niece actually do the grilling. There's 2 jobs in the restaurant I can't do. One is on the grill. It's too fast, and I'm just going to scream at everybody. And the other's bartending.
I feel
So we
ya.
have people that do those things for us, and then,
Right.
yeah. So
That's so cool though that you guys are doing it with your family and stuff because it makes it
We're-
makes us want to come even more. then,
Yeah,
too.
we're really devoted to a family-oriented business and getting really involved in our community. Steve and I were really involved in our communities in Colorado. We did a lot of animal rescue. We did animal transport. I can't, that's a whole nother show, but yeah, we want our business to be part of the community. We want people to know our name because, hey, they sponsor a little kid's softball team, or hey, they did a trivia night for this organization, or whatever the case may be. Like that
Okay.
is a huge part of our mission, being part of Rock Island.
That's awesome.
And Rock Island needs that. They need that
Yes.
grassroots again, especially after COVID.
Sure.
So this is a coming home for you.
Yes, it is. We've actually only been here since mid-October.
Okay.
You opened in
yeah.
mid-October.
We opened last Friday. So yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, they just came home and dove in.
Yeah.
I've been here waiting for her to come home for 10 years.
Was the
You
first
are a
couple
patient,
days
patient woman.
extreme? Like, how did it go?
So, funny story, actually. We were kind of homeless when we got here. We had an offer in on another property to buy to turn into a restaurant. And we did a final walkthrough and we bailed out on it in the last minute. There was just some iffy stuff. So, and the property we were buying, it was going to kind of be a work-live situation. There was an apartment upstairs. We'd work and live and run the restaurant. So when we backed out, we had nowhere to live. And I have a lot of dogs. I mentioned dog rescue. I'm not going to tell you guys how many because that's just not cool.
It's hard to have one
It
dog
is cool.
renting. I feel you.
No, I have a lot
Dog
of
for your
dogs.
dog.
So yeah, I have dogs. So, you know, finding a place to rent and buying really fast. So we were in a hotel for 2 days and we got super, super lucky. Actually, because of Aaron, kind of tagged me in a post from a guy who had a house and we moved in. We were about 4 hours away from putting a deposit down on a food truck. And the guy with the property called and I was like, yes! I mean, it was so meant to be, so meant to be. And from there, it's been balls to the walls. Yeah. Like, we haven't breathed.
I was like, do you get a day off? Or
Well, we're closed on Mondays, but that doesn't mean we're off.
Well, and you opened in the worst blizzard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brave.
Yeah.
We had a great
Really?
turnout. It was a great night.
Yeah,
It was
it
so
really
fun.
was a
did
great
you do
night.
a grand
That's
opening
so
with family and
awesome.
friends or anything?
So that was kind of what Friday night was. We're sort of soft opening this. I think towards the end of January, we will really blast out a huge grand opening party. We just really wanted to get our feet wet. And, you know, get like Leo says, you know, it's sort of 30 days to really get grounded and be comfortable and knowing what you're doing. So we're going to give it that amount of time. And then we're going to have a big ass party. And we expect you guys to be there. So.
Party? Did you say party?
Yes, I did.
I heard big ass and didn't need to hear anything after that. So you know I'm going to show up. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And the food, too, again, it's a 10 moan, those balls. I mean, those are 10 moaners. Easy.
And you have a bar, so how late are you staying open?
So we kind of want to focus on our food, although, you know, we do want to sell you a lot of booze. During the weekdays, we're open till 9, and then we're open till 11 Friday and Saturdays.
Perfect.
We are going to stay open until 12:30ish on New Year's Eve, and we're planning a big party that night also. Lots of drink specials. We're going to be actually giving out some free samples of our food just to get everybody to get the taste in their mouth and
nice.
want them to come back for breakfast and feed the hangover. So.
And that was my next question was, what do you have planned for New Year's Eve? Because that's our next big holiday.
Yep.
You guys kicked it off at Christmas, a gift to the community by being open and creating memories. I'm big into giving memories
Yep.
as presents.
Yeah.
And that's what you did when you opened up to all those people. I looked at the pictures, I saw
Yeah,
the smiles.
blast.
So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Steve's birthday he's a Christmas baby. So at 3 p.m., we're done with Christmas at the Dirty Shirley, and we switched to birthday mode.
Yep.
So that was a nice
I
birthday
have a
party.
baby that has her birthday on Christmas Day.
See?
Yep.
Yep. I had gifts for everyone. We had birthday cake.
Yep.
We were ready to go. We were done with Christmas. It's time to focus on the birthdays.
And we're
I am
definitely
100% like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. You gotta put some
This will be an
Yes.
annual thing
Yes.
too, and we hope in 4 to 5 years. You know, our restaurant's fairly small. That you know, it's pretty much reservation birthday only, and we're making a big deal about it. The Christmas birthdays. So
Well, we will put that on our calendar as well.
good. Yeah.
So
sure.
yes, and then we look forward to those first anniversaries,
Yeah.
second anniversaries, and all of that as you,
Grow and
become a part of the
expand,
community.
right.
And yes, and we like some change, other change we don't like. But as you evolve, and if you decide to add a different sauce or something like that, or
We
a new
needed
thing to the
something
menu.
different. Like,
Yeah, keep an eye on the menu. It'll be constantly evolving.
There you go.
We've jumped into the Picklegate, 2022 Picklegate drama, right?
You see
Love
Leo-
drama.
That's what that one is. We call that our Picklegate grilled cheese. Picklegate 2.0 is what we're calling
Bring it on.
Are you, I was
Bring it
going to
on.
say,
Some
Leo, are you going to
competition.
go there? Because Leo was involved in Picklegate. He wrote a whole blog.
I was actually in Colorado when all this was going on, and I don't know if you guys follow Moline Police Department's Facebook page.
Yes.
Yes, they're
That
hilarious.
dude is hilarious.
Yes.
Like, I don't know who that guy is, but they don't pay him enough. Like, seriously, he's funny. And that's how I found out about it in
think it's a
Colorado. When we
woman.
came back, I'm like, we got to get in on that. Like, we really have to.
We just want to have some fun with it.
Yeah,
See if we
right.
can drum up a little,
friendly competition.
Well, I know for a fact.
That's another party you can have.
Oh, picklegate. I was going to say, I know for a fact my grandma invented the pickle-rat. In 1960 something for positive. The cream cheese, the ham.
Yes, definitely try the grilled cheese.
The whole kit and caboodle.
This one
This
here.
is-
Yeah,
Yes.
the filling is actual like picklegate filling, and then there's extra
Come on,
pickle
Leo.
and extra bacon. We substitute
Sense of
bacon for the
adventure.
ham. That's our 2.0.
Yes.
Gotta
all
get some
the
of that cream. Nom, 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 nom.
We put dill pickle juice in the cream cheese, and it's
Just put the num, num, num in Rock Island.
I love pickles.
Something nummy in Rock Island. Wow.
That is awesome.
Okay.
I would totally eat all that.
knock
So do you
yourself
have
out.
soup of the day? I'm a big soup girl. Talk to me about your homemade soup.
So,
soup too? Yay.
yes, we will start soup later this week. Probably not today, but tomorrow we will have a soup on. They're all usually my recipes, and to be honest, some of them I make up. Like if we have leftover fruits and I don't like to waste. So vegetables, let's do a vegetable soup today. Or I love chili, so chili will be a staple usually. Hearty soups. It won't be a sissy soup. It'll be a ballsy dirty soup.
No sissies. No sissy zone. I like it. That means we definitely fit in. We are not sissies. So I don't think any of us at this table are sissies. What is your background in the restaurant business industry?
I have none. No background.
So you come just as
just highly organized
Chef
and a
Jens.
salesperson, willing to talk to anyone and keep things in line and rolling. I'm
We
just
have
here to help.
completely different qualities, I think, and they're really working quite well together. This was actually kind of an accident, honestly. Erin seemed to just like get in the restaurant and was like, "Oh, I'm kind of home here." You know what I mean?
well,
and
she said
I
waiting
saw
10
it.
years for you to come back.
Yeah, and I saw it in her, and I'm like, just come on, like, I can't do everything myself. And she's very detail oriented, like she said, organized, and I tend to be a little flighty 90% of the time. So
We compliment
a
each other.
chef? You're a chef?
right.
So speaking of, I do like to watch the chef shows.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody aggravated you yet, a customer? Is
No,
it
not
okay
yet.
to ask?
Not yet. Actually, our burgers, they have gotten so much praise. Like, I've been
should
looking at the comments on our Facebook, and they're like, the burgers are awesome. Thank you for the burgers. Like, they are just loving it. We use a better quality meat. We hand pat them all. They're a half pound. They don't shrink up much. They're delicious.
burgers.
Yeah,
Burgers
you'll love
are
that
a
one.
go-to for me, for sure.
And that's our dirty
seeing,
burger. It has
yeah,
dirty
onions.
onions. Yeah, the onions are cooked with whiskey. We put almost 2 cups of whiskey in and then cook it all off as we're cooking
I'm just
them
going to
down.
eat onions.
I'm getting wasted today. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just going to eat the onions.
I love this.
And,
It's almost like a
Yes.
jungle juice that like sneaks up on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, they go over really well. We do a blueberry dirty Shirley as well. So this is the OG, the original here.
And there's a blueberry too.
This is the OG.
This is the OG.
We got the OG.
Did you work for a radio station before?
Nope.
No. You look really familiar and it's killing me. Just thought.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
thought
added you on
maybe it was your
Facebook.
voice.
No, I mean, you're obviously very pretty, and I was like, I know her. I don't know why, but I feel like I've met you.
I think we have a mutual friend.
Oh.
Interesting.
Moaning. Women moaning,
Talk about
Sonny.
this often.
Is this a good
Women
friend
moaning.
or a bad friend?
This never
he's a
goes
bad
well.
boy.
Oh, I like the bad boy.
Me too.
Damn it. Okay.
We
We
might have,
both date him. Damn it. I hope.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Dirty boy stories in the house.
That's so
dirty
funny.
we
Go
wanna
figure.
go here.
Good old Quad Cities. Yeah.
It is a small town.
It is,
a
for
small
sure.
town, big town. So, yeah, it's happened before
I'll
where
take
I've
that as
sat
a
down with
compliment
two
because you're
women
beautiful.
and
So I'll be like, oh, okay.
You're very sweet. Thank you. You
It's
too.
okay if you go up. You know what I mean? Like,
No
I'm gonna
judging.
stop talking. I'm done.
no, please.
I mean, doesn't it piss you off when like you look at one of your ex's girls and you're like, what the crap?
Yeah. Oh, I hate when like you're or they or you see who they dated before and you're like, oh, so you'll date anyone.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I feel very pretty now. Just a pretty. Yeah.
Jeff.
I've been married 25 years, so I couldn't even tell you what that was like.
I'm super jealous.
I was pretty
You don't
trampy
wanna
in
be
high school,
this-
but we don't want to go back to there.
You don't want to be in the single pool these days, let me tell you. Holy
It's
moly.
dirty. It's a very dirty pool.
Yes, you gotta add something like that to the menu. The dirty pool of the Quad Cities. Oh,
Funny. We are adding dirty nugs. That's going to be funny.
Okay.
Chicken nuggets, dirty nugs.
Okay.
I saw that. I was thinking sloppy tacos for a second.
Sloppy hose. I mean, what?
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Love
what?
it. Sloppy hose. Got it. Write this down.
You can watch it again after the show. It'll all be here for posterity. It is live. It is unedited. It isn't going away. So it's here for everybody.
Well, that's
to
a bummer.
see.
Did I just say I was a tramp in high school? Like I've done that.
That's awesome.
She said it, not us.
Where'd you meet your husband in high school?
No, no, he's actually 10 years older than I am. My
of
other
tramp.
sisters introduced us. There's 4 of us girls all together. My poor mother, sorry.
I feel that right now. I have 2 girls.
One of my other sisters actually introduced us, and we got married 6 weeks after we met. So it was one of those.
It was love at
corny
first
ass
sight.
love
You know
at
what,
first
though?
sight
I'm
things,
totally
yeah.
about that. That's hopeless romantic. It's
Well, I hate telling people that, and they're like 6 weeks, and I'm like, I really loved them. That's corny.
25 years later, we're gonna be throwing.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what can I say?
June we'll be having a
renewal.
25-year anniversary party, so we made it.
Yes.
6 weeks will
There
work.
are not very many
It
people
will
that
work.
can say that now.
So much for
right.
the long courtship. That must be the secret to the long
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
Is
Well, he'd already been married twice, and I'd been married once. Who cares? I mean, that bullshit was done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go through that. We both had the same mindset on it. Like, let's just get to know each other and cut out all the fucking shit. And get married. Get married. So
I loved
we
you.
did.
You're so fun.
Chef Jen, marriage counselor.
I feel like for real, this is fun.
Loving the food. One of the things we wanted to talk about, though, because we're right in sandwiched in between Christmas and New Year's. And so it is that time. Did you get anything really awesome for Christmas? And if so, did you get it twice? You're the married one. I want to know.
I got a food processor, which to
What a
someone
chef
else
is.
would be like, ew, but me, I was like, yay. So I'm good. Yeah, that was good.
And that was on your wish list, the food
Yep,
processor?
sure was, yeah.
Aaron, did you get something good for Christmas?
You know, I didn't get much. I'm a single mom, so you know,
Same.
I love when the kids make the stuff and we do a lot of fun holiday stuff together. That's more important. I don't need stuff. I'll buy my own stuff. I'm independent.
Yeah.
Same. Like, yep, that's exactly my answer too.
Yeah, it's just easier that way.
Same here. In which case, no, I did get some Christmas gifts, but the single mom thing.
Yeah.
And I started out too, I buy my daughter's jewelry so they won't have to get it from a man.
Yes, love
So
that.
I get them jewelry. But this year, for the first time, I did not buy jewelry. So I kind of threw them off. But that tends to be the way I go. And then, like the typical martyr mom, I go without. You see the tear?
This is the first year I did jewelry, so maybe you passed it off to me.
Think about your jewelry.
Right,
Yeah.
all
And
from
we
the same
hold
boy.
on to our
Yeah.
jewelry. And can a woman have too many pairs of earrings?
Nope.
No.
Can a woman have too many necklaces? No. So it's really, and hopefully that's a jewelry that gets passed on because that's just the way women work.
Yeah.
So
I think one of my most favorite things about Christmas is actually going to be Friday. We're taking a day trip with my mom and my 4 sisters and going to see a Broadway play and then having dinner at Michael Jordan's restaurant. And it's
So you're going
just
to
all of us
Chicago.
girls,
that's so
on a road
fun.
trip. So it's that I think is what Christmas is about right there. Those kind of gifts and those kind of moments
those
and
memories.
those
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
and you say Michael Jordan and my brain goes chocolate fountain.
Oh yeah, that's
Take
right.
lots
They do
of
have that.
pictures for us.
Oh, we will. They have a steak flight there.
yeah.
We're like gonna check that out
A
for
steak
sure.
flight.
Yeah. So like a flight with multiple different steak cuts, lobster, shrimp, kind of one whole smorgasbord for the table to share.
Okay, so now I mentioned I'm a soup person. I'm also a flight person
Yes,
because you
flights.
don't have to commit to one thing.
Yes,
Try it all.
right.
Which I think is the issue with the men you're talking about. You don't want to commit to one thing. Us women are no different. I want a taste. Give me a taste menu.
Yep.
He says this ain't no PG show.
Hey, it ain't no-
Awesome.
Hey, it's supposed to be. So yeah,
So it's in discussion. We've thrown this out there of doing, nobody makes a really good creamy tomato soup. And in the wintertime, that is like, that's like a go-to for people, especially in the Midwest. So we're talking about doing a nice, hearty, thick, creamy tomato soup and then grilled cheese flights, like in front of it, like 4 different squares of grilled cheese. So we're talking about that. So if anybody... Like we could take some feedback if everybody's like into that kind of thing. Let's hear about it.
and I know I like my grilled cheese with tomato, and I like my grilled cheese with bacon, and I like my grilled cheese without the crust.
There's people that go on
There's
dates
different
like to go
ways.
eat different grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese,
So that's
yeah.
like almost perfect.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a thing.
where
What a
do
cool
you
thing.
stand on putting macaroni and cheese on burgers?
Oh, we haven't even discussed that.
Leo was saying her.
What do you think about it?
He's like,
That's a whole other. That's
Do you like
episode,
it?
That's episode 3.
I don't like my food touching like that. I don't think.
That's mac and cheese is a side. A side does not belong on a burger.
I happen to agree with Leo here.
Bam! Okay.
Leo is correct in that.
Leo has done picklegate and mac and cheese, and those are the things that have definitely people grab onto when and I'm sure whatever he decides to mention about your dirty balls, people will also try to grab onto, because look at these balls, people. These are not little balls. I want it noted.
Nope.
Yeah.
And these have been
Do we care? if balls are
handheld
big or little?
balls. Size matters.
For the balls?
Sure, why not? Balls matter.
I was just
Are
like saying
you
balls.
do not give attention to the balls?
I prefer the King Dong.
For sure.
King. I'm sorry. I
100%. I just like saying balls. I made this video.
Well, who
once.
doesn't?
I know, right?
Leo
Balls
doesn't.
and
but
butts. Cheryl.
Yeah. Butts
I
is a
didn't say
good
it
one.
again.
Okay, she brought it up. I have something dirty that is popular at my house, and I've given it a name. Dirty buttholes.
I'm nervous.
Vodka
Okay.
infused.
Does
Oh
look like a
my gosh, how
butthole.
awesome.
It sure does, but only half bleached. They forgot the other half.
I can give you a different
Have you
one.
seen?
if
No,
you
I'm
want.
just kidding. Have you seen or what was it?
So who bleached their butthole
The
today?
Christmases,
They
the
missed
bad
half
moms
of it.
Christmases.
Sorry.
Yes.
You know where she's like waxing the really hot guys. Yeah, That's what that just reminded me of.
So yes, it's a little sticky.
Is it like a Jello shot?
It's a gummy that's been infused with
Kinda looks
cake
like
flavored
a
vodka.
ring of some sort.
Cake
that
flavored
It is-
vodka?
It is a butthole.
I ate the butthole.
Oh my gosh, that is. Where's my moaning sound?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's another creeper.
Mm-hmm.
You could get pulled over, totally pass a polygraph. Refuse the breathalyzer, go straight to a polygraph. Because I'm pretty sure the alcohol, well, you don't taste the alcohol in it, do you?
Not at all.
No, not at all. That's why those could be
I need that
dangerous.
recipe
Yeah.
immediately.
Those
That
are
was
really good.
awesome.
I'm not
So,
sure
yeah.
I want the recipe.
Yeah.
Cheryl's buttholes.
That is awesome.
Dirty
You got to put
buttholes.
that on your menu. Cheryl's bowels. Ah.
We'll see if she sells any of my buttholes. Probably would in Rock Island. We are,
What?
we're twisted kind of people. Well, really.
Oh, I'm like, okay, good. You live in Rock Island.
We'd sell them in Davenport, too. I mean, they butthole
I mean-
contest now in Peoria recently. It wasn't at Tailgates and Tall Boys. It was at a bar, and they had a butthole contest. I know.
I gotta tell you something.
So how does a contest like that work? I'm just totally curious now. My
It's
brain's
exactly the way you think it works.
going. A bunch of moons,
Yeah,
correct?
well, yeah, only you're getting the hole. Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking
Bend
That's-
over and
This
cough
is
just
really-
got
This
like
is-
a whole
no
new
idea what you
meaning
just
to
said.
me.
Yes,
the
this
whole
is,
thing.
well, this is, it might have been Pekin. I shouldn't have said it was Peoria. Because there's a difference between Pekin and Peoria. Sorry, Peoria. It might have been Pekin. But yeah, so buttholes are in. They'll be right on top
We have
of
to.
it.
We'll
with
we'll
the-
have to get on our head bartender for a butthole shot.
Yeah. You can probably come up with something.
It is a little sticky. But
you would expect that from a butthole, right?
you want to lick your fingers when you're done. You want to lick your fingers when you're done.
Okay, so can I tell you my secret? Yeah. I went to TNR Video for the first time.
Where did you go?
TNR Video.
That's still around?
Yeah, right. I went one time for
the dirty store
piece.
The dirty store.
For your first time, really?
Well, I mean, I went one time for bachelorette things. It was nothing like
you
that.
Never believe
it was
her
like
when she
half
said
the
that's
store.
her first time.
But here's the thing. I got a $75 gift card for my birthday. I was like, what am I going to do with this? Okay, I'm sure I can find something.
She spent it all in one visit.
I guess.
I did. Here's why.
I don't want to come back. I'm just going to knock this out right
this,
now.
I got this bouquet of shit for $75 and I split it with her. She had to teach me half of it. I mean, I was like, here, take some.
Dress her up, can't take her nowhere.
I definitely wasn't dressed up. It was snowing out. I was looking like a homeless person.
So you went when nobody was out, and so they didn't recognize you going in?
They were so slammed. It was insane.
Oh, really?
The whole parking lot.
Store, yeah.
I was like, what is going on here?
You ran into all your friends?
No, I mean, I'll be their friends.
It looked like a fun crowd.
Yeah, I'll be friends with everybody, but
Perfect place to get those stocking stuffers.
But
I like the way
like
she
had to buy
qualified
for,
it.
but I would love to buy some.
Pack that stocking.
I almost
Stuff
got a
it.
vibrator for our funny gifts at Gypsy, but then I was like, what if Virgil of all people gives it? Because he's like the only dude, you know what I mean? I was like, that would kill me, like how humiliating. So yeah, I didn't do it.
Darn it. I would have been all over that. That's the kind of gift you want to get the owner of the restaurant.
I mean, yeah, we're cool, but not that cool.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. You don't cry. There's the line still
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
employees. I was going to say she's friends with his wife, too.
Yeah,
So
might be.
but that is even weirder than I'm like, I got
So
it for
you-
both of you. No.
there you go. And say it's from Santa. And then
Honestly,
that way
it's
you
the
get away
secret
with
Santa
it.
anyway, so people didn't have to know. But I'm such a big mouth. I'm like, that one's for me.
Hayes is up to something on the chat. We can see if you're wondering why we're looking, as we can see
I was talking
the
about.
chat, and that's where this ain't no PG show, and then not calling it mac and cheese.
He was in Gypsy yesterday, and I got my booty handed to me. We were.
That's funny.
You got your booty slammed. I'm still licking my fingers. Oh, this is where you'll get to the woman moaning.
I got it. Don't worry.
You should have recorded that for future use
got
because
you covered.
that was hot.
Keep that on file.
My favorite person
Keep that
ever.
on
I love it.
So, New Year's resolutions. We want to talk a little bit about that. What is your...
Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about that. Probably because I'm not really a resolution kind of gal. I'm one of those people. I think you should be improving your emotional intelligence all the time, not just on New Year's Day. Always know when you're being the dick and, rectify your behavior and...
Improving her emotional
Improving
intelligence,
your
and you spend almost an hour with us. I so appreciate that.
You guys wouldn't be doing this show if you didn't have good emotional intelligence.
Thank you. We'll take that compliment and run with it.
Yeah, so I wish I could answer that better, but I'm not really a resolution gal. I believe in doing it all year round.
Yeah.
Always make yourself a better person.
Versus I get it completely.
Yeah, right.
How about?
I don't know if it's much of a resolution, but I'm going to participate in Dry January with some friends. So after midnight on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be not so dirty anymore. And
Good for you.
That
That's
is
a big
becoming
deal.
very, very
30 days,
That's a big deal.
dry. Yeah.
Now,
Besides
is
pregnancies,
this
it's
just
my
for
first time.
women or men and
No,
women?
everybody.
Yeah. We
Okay.
have a kind of a group of people that's kind of jumping in on it. I had a couple do it last year, and I said, I'm joining you next year. And they called me out, so I have to.
Well, after No Nut November and Destroy Your Dick December, I didn't know if...
Destroy your dick December. What is that one about?
Yeah.
I missed out on that one.
Me too.
How are they destroying their dick? I'm so
How much time do
What are
we
we
have
doing in
left?
February?
Is this a TNR video? No, I'm just kidding.
New commercial.
Once for each day of the month. Think about it, the 30th and the 31st of the month.
One for each day that what?
I don't know. Like my brain is
Like
Destroy
I
your
can't
dick
even
December.
I
Yeah,
can't say
yeah,
out loud what I'm
That's
thinking.
definitely
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
impossible.
Just like challenge accepted.
16
I'm definitely
late in the month.
definitely worse than that.
16 to 18-year-olds nailed that.
Yeah.
They didn't even wait for December.
December.
Yes,
We're going all the
exactly
way
right.
to February,
You
man.
gotta do that stuff when you're young, no joke. In which case, then they're fine for
Whatever, I'm still
sober. It
running
leads
circles.
to sober January.
Yeah, okay.
I just wasn't sure where, if it fit in.
January's a
with
good month
the-
to do it, though, too.
Yeah,
That's
for
kind of what I was
sure.
thinking.
Yeah.
I'd say to me that's opposite. That's a bad month to do it because it is cold and you're stuck at home. And what else are you going to do?
Puzzles, color.
With booze.
I am a weirdo, though. Smoke some? No, I'm
Listen to the more seasoned, experienced women were telling you. It's just like in the movie The Christmas Story, and you see them drinking wine as their opening presents.
Yeah.
Wine for breakfast.
Yes.
This is actually different for me to be drinking. I don't drink as much, but
Have a nice little creeper buzz before.
I know it's like
5
I'm wasted
o'clock.
already. You know?
Day drinking, it's
Jimmy
becoming very
Buffett?
popular now. Jump on board.
No joke. Where
I'm
were
down
you?
to go to bed by 8.
Yes, that's why I can still get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
Wake up
right.
and do it again. It's
Totally.
Absolutely.
Where were you? Do you guys have weekly specials, daily specials?
Yes, we will have weekly and daily specials all the time. Like we encourage people to come back and become regulars because it'll be different weekly. I can guarantee it. Actually, this afternoon we're going to throw on a patty melt with our dirty onions. So we'll have that on special.
That sounds yummy, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
right now we're running $8 burger baskets. So, and our burgers are fantastic. And if you want to go, it's 309-283-7003.
I am totally coming tonight. I'm going to make somebody take me. I don't have a baby for a couple days, so yeah.
Yeah. Come hang.
I'll buy you a beer.
Boom.
And I said it on, the podcast.
What?
So.
I do that all the time for people too, because guess what? That is awesome. I'm going to come back even more now. And tip you even more now.
Or I'll buy you a Shirley.
Boom. And
There
the
you go. If you're not a beer
raspberry
drinker.
one? The-
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try the other one.
But
Yeah,
yes, the
blueberry.
raspberry
These are
flavor.
amazing.
Yes, and I love the way she transported it in an old-fashioned ball.
Yeah. I mean, can I get me
so
one of those?
old school.
I know.
Give you all the reason to say ball.
You could do like little containers to go like that.
Yeah, I wonder we'd have to check with our liquor license to see how that would work.
No, you.
Well,
yeah.
during
Oh, I don't know.
I
COVID,
think they changed it.
I don't know because at Illinois,
Yeah.
but I know Davenport can as long as you have a lid on it.
that's right. As long as the lid is on it, that's
would
your
be a good way.
technicality
Yeah, be cute.
when it leaves the building.
We serve
Oh,
our
like,
beer out
that's
of a mason jar
perfect.
as well.
Yeah.
And the dollar store
But you don't
is
get to
like
say
12 at a
ball.
time.
No.
Mason jar is not as fun.
Yeah, ball jar.
Ball jar.
Ball
For
jar.
the- yeah, it's more dirty.
Yeah.
Instead of this, what is it, Smirnoff contest where everybody, the ice.
Get
The ice, we
iced.
could ice those.
You get Shirley.
Yes!
Get Shirley at the dirty. Love it. That's a great tagline.
Seriously. I see it right now. Get Shirley at the dirty. Holy
Get
moly.
dirtied at the Shirley.
Oh, wait, I did it wrong.
It doesn't matter. It works both ways.
Yeah, it totally does.
It
totally
does.
works.
Yeah,
dirty at the
have some
Shirley.
more to
Oh
drink,
my
Kelly.
God,
Cheers.
That's even
So if you get drunk and say it backwards, you're all good.
Still going.
Still works.
You gotta love women. We're gonna make it work.
Shirley at the dirty.
Damn it, anyway.
Boom.
Yeah, we've actually kind of, I've shortened it to the dirty just because, you do that. It's like everybody having a nickname. Now the dirty Shirley has a nickname. The
It's
dirty.
like the best nickname.
I like it. And where did Shirley come from? Who's Shirley?
So we're actually originally going to name it after my grandmother, and we decided not to do that. Not for any particular reason other than it didn't really give us the feel of the concept that we wanted, because we wanted kind of a dirty, trendy bar, and my grandmother's name is Flora. So you can see how that did not mesh out well. Yeah.
Grandma dirty.
Yeah.
Grandma, no.
Dirty Flora.
So we came up with this name. We were buzzing, I'm not going to lie. And my husband and I were sitting at the coffee table, and we got out a notebook, paper, and a pen, and we just started writing down words. Like drinks, stuff that you do in bars, and like we got into this mode of Shirley Temple, and we're like the pinup girls and that kind of
Rockabilly kind of
yeah,
vintage
yeah,
style.
right.
Yes.
That's kind of the theme.
And the Dirty Shirley is actually a Shirley Temple with vodka in it. And my husband actually came up with it. I got to give him all the credit. That was Steve. It just popped out of his mouth, and I'm like, that's it. Like, that was totally it. Only by coincidence, his mother happens to be named Shirley, but that was total coincidence.
So
but
That is
That
awesome.
worked
though.
out good. good.
Kind of like the pinup,
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
very vintage rockabilly.
Which you are in a great location to do that pinup, to have a photo shoot with pinup girls come out.
I got a classic car. We love cars.
Yep.
Our head bartender is a motorhead too, so
Yeah.
we're just kind of that.
Yeah.
Who's your bartender? Just curious.
Beth Gilroy. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said her last name. Sorry.
Just Beth.
Bethy.
Yeah, edit that
I
out.
wonder if I know her. I usually know faces.
She's friends with Bo.
Well, there's a mutual friend.
She's a total pinup girl too. You know, beautiful blue hair, super
really?
stylish.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah,
Interesting.
lot of fun
So
stuff.
what
to
kind
hang
of
out
car do you have?
with. I drive a 1969 Dodge Coronet.
Do you really?
It's purple.
I have drooled over that car.
Have you seen me cruising around?
I have, yeah. I have
You
drooled
have
over
to.
that
Oh wait,
car
you have to
before.
show my.
Yeah,
There's the
well,
women
it's
moaning.
okay.
We like cars too.
Yes.
I licked one in the
I
car
would-
dealership office, and the owner said I couldn't take it home. I'm like, but I licked it.
It's mine.
Exactly. But that's
You can lick mine
awesome.
if you want.
I feel like that should be like a bucket
thank you.
list
That
challenge
looks-
to do it in the back of that car.
Or the front, or on top, wherever.
Like wherever you choose, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I have not broken in that car yet. It's
That was actually
There's
my.
another
I was thinking
challenge.
that
Yeah, she's
question
like,
in
how
my
do you-
head. My head was going, I
got
wonder if she has
another
broken in.
challenge.
I have a feeling my inbox is now going to be blown up with offers.
Exactly. I have a funny story for you. So yesterday, I went to our cook and I said, she doesn't speak very great English, and I was like, "Can I make you a Shirley Temple?" And she's like, looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, "It doesn't have alcohol. It's just kind of fun. You'll like it." And she's like, "Okay," and she acted real nice and thrilled about it. I spent all the damn time making this Shirley Temple just to be perfect with all the cherries and all this, you know. It looked beautiful, right? I take it over there. 3 hours later, she hadn't even taken a drink of my damn Shirley Temple. I'm like, you should have just said no. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I know she was trying to be nice, and she probably thought I did spike it or something.
She's like, this looks like alcohol.
I'm like, I'm not mean. Come on.
We offer, if we don't really market to children, but while we're serving food, they're allowed in, and we like to offer them a Shirley Temple when they come in too, because it makes them feel like big stuff when they're sitting with
does.
mom and
Every
dad's
time.
got a beer and
It
they
does.
got their little Shirley Temple with the cherry
Well,
in it.
and like-
That's right.
It's kind of fun that that's how the drink was invented. When
Right.
Shirley Temple had to go out as a child to these Hollywood parties with all these adults. All the adults are sitting around drinking fun beverages, and poor little Shirley was sitting there with nothing. So they created that drink for her. To,
Dealing with all them.
yeah, right. Should have spiked it probably.
She's like,
I was going to say, she's one of the child stars that actually made it, so they probably
Yeah.
didn't spike it
Yeah,
for her. But that's the cutest Shirley Temple in the world. Anything else, the questions we forgot to ask? Anything else you want to tell us about the restaurant, your location, the stuff you have going on, which is, I'm just going to get it.
Well, I don't know. Just kind of want to reiterate, we have specials all the time. We're interested in feedback too. Like, don't hesitate when you come in to be like, hey, we'd like to see this on your menu. We're keeping notes, you know, and we will add stuff based on what our community and what our customers like. That's what we're there for, is to serve them, not ourselves. So
Every single thing on the menu is house made. There's nothing that comes off the truck and gets dropped in a fryer.
Nope.
We don't even have a fryer.
do you have a party room?
We do not. And actually, someone just asked me that earlier. We don't. However, we are closed on Mondays, and we will do private parties on Mondays. So if somebody had like an evening baby shower or something they wanted to do, or graduation
Interesting.
or anything, we would do that.
Yeah, it's a pretty small establishment. 30
seats.
seats.
Yeah,
tops
we're small.
between the bar and the tables. So
And she has dirty coffee.
Yeah.
yeah, we should have definitely brought some over today. We'll have to do it.
Beth
again.
kind of created that. Beth created that with a little help from me. She actually perfected it. Mine wasn't perfect, but my bartender perfected it, and it is delicious.
Tell me what's in it, or
Delish.
what's...
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember.
It's a coffee liqueur and a cream liqueur. Obviously, the coffee base, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. It's delicious.
Back to the
It's so good.
cherries.
Yes, lots of cherries are used.
Did we
People
pop your
love cherries.
podcast cherry today?
You did pop my podcast cherry. My cherry hasn't been popped in a long ass time either. So
Very nice.
Thank you, Sunny. Did we pop your podcast
Yeah, this
cherry
is my
today?
first podcast as well. I'm an avid listener, first time participant.
We popped 2 cherries today.
Boom.
I think
I love
that's
popping
a first for us.
We'll come up with a song about that. Fucking cherries, what? I was like, stop it while you're ahead.
funny.
My New Year's resolution is to make this podcast even more fun, even more better, to where people do want to watch and see what's going on, bringing great guests in. So, one last question, and I might be obvious. What are you most proud of for 2022?
The restaurant by far. Yeah.
I'm going to vote for my sister. She's pretty awesome.
Where's the crying sound?
He's only got Monique.
That's awesome.
There we go.
That was sweet.
What are you most proud of
Proud of?
for
Or my
2022?
resolution? Okay, proud of. I'm proud that I'm still standing on 2 feet. No, I'm just kidding. I actually had a fall this year. Like I was just telling Taylor last year we went on 5 vacations. This year we didn't go on any, and times were a little bit tougher. But my goal and my resolution is this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write out my bucket list for like fall, winter, summer, and I'm gonna stick to it. I'm actually going to check those off and make the memories, because even now, like, my memory is so bad that if I look at pictures, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I remember this, so.
Yeah.
That you have the pictures to prove it, to document it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. And what you're proud of for 2022 is?
I mean, honestly, like, I am proud that, I didn't just give up, like I did hit a little bit harder than I probably ever have. Like, the car I'm driving isn't beautiful right now. So, but honest to God, I am working my butt off for it. So it almost makes you appreciate it more, and definitely maybe humbled me quite a bit. So it all was for the better. So I think I'm proud of living that. Yeah.
Yes. And that's every experience does, it's like building blocks onto the next, the if this, then, and, don't go back there no more,
Right,
and
when
then
that
go
door
back
closes,
this way.
Another door.
Sometimes if the bad stuff doesn't happen, you never know if the good stuff would have followed that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's all, you have to learn from every single experience. Whether it's a good experience or a bad experience, it means something.
Absolutely.
And that's what you said. All those things happened, but then that allowed for the good and the location you got and the timing, which then seemed to work out and fall in line perfectly.
Right.
And it's pushing me to get my LLC and like to do the things that like I've wanted to do, but why would I if I had a paycheck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
and
hope
that's the thing.
Yeah, I hope I like that you're getting out of that mindset, because I'm like, women need to really empower themselves to know that they don't have to work for someone else, that they are strong enough to build their own empires. You can be the king of your own dong, man. Like, really.
I got the king dong. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. You can buy your own king dongs. Anybody to buy them for you.
I'll be selling king dongs. No.
Well, and I'm big into, I turned 58 last year, so I'm big into still doing things for the first time. So I went to Alaska this year for work. It's very spontaneous. I didn't expect it. Chasing late model race cars around a racetrack. Yes, I do that.
Love that.
As a track reporter, and that was a first time for me back in 2020. So just doing things I've not done before, because
Kelly's on Daytona's
I can.
runway now.
I know, and seriously, grab life by the balls. Grab it by the dirty balls. Put it in your mouth and just savor it. Because we don't know. There are no guarantees.
Right.
We've learned that in the last couple of years. And so that's kind of, I'm really proud of, is I didn't overthink it. It was short notice. I went to Alaska. Do you know in Alaska there's one road in and one road out? And when you're on the road, it's not like you can turn right and just circle your way back.
Yeah.
You're on it for hours.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. The Dalton Road, for
Awesome.
instance, there's nothing but trees. And when you're out there by yourself, you gets a whole new perspective of what you can do.
Yeah.
And you never know what you can do until you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
You spend so much time believing what you can't do or told you shouldn't do. and you operate from that mode. It's like the first time I fixed the toilet as a single woman.
Yeah,
Look what I can do. I fixed this running toilet by myself, and then I fixed my own brakes on my
And
car.
you heard her roar.
Yes.
Yep.
So, and
For
it's a
real.
process. It's
Yes,
that
totally.
evolving. We don't
Yeah,
start out that way. We want to be nice girls,
Yeah.
which, when in history did ever start with the nice girl?
No, no well-behaved woman ever made history.
There
Thank
we
you,
go.
Eunice Kennedy.
I seriously need
Not
somebody to
well-behaved
teach me
women.
how to be
Cheers.
a
On that
Dirty,
note,
naughty women.
to all the other not well-behaved women in the world watching and paying attention, and to the men that are chasing them or love them, work harder.
You're gonna need it.
On that note, Happy New Year, Happy 2023, since it's right around the corner. Thank you for joining
Thank
us,
you so
Erin.
much
Thank you for
Chef
having us.
Jen,
This was
thank
a
you for bringing this
blast.
So fun.
fabulous food. Leo, thank you. Kelly, thank you. Sonny, you're awesome too. Thank you, everybody. We will see you in 2023. We have lots more fun stuff planned, and I am keeping it a secret, Kelly.
I know. I know.
Peace out. Thank you.